Hello and welcome back to the Nords. This is our second war for Falkreath, and we are in a much better position than last time. The person that we're fighting has 1,900 troops, and he has no allies whatsoever. We have 1,300. Not enough to beat him. However, we still have our allies. We have Dawnstar and we have Fulstrom, and we are going to bring them in. So, let's bring them in. So Dawnstar will accept. Lovely. It's a defensive war, so they're very, very likely to accept. But that's fine. Same here. Cool. It's probably overkill to call them both in. We could probably have just called in Dawnstar and been okay, but, you know, when we're talking about a difference between like 1,000 troops in the armies, having an extra 500 really makes, you know, that difference just a little bit better. So, let's rally our troops up here in the north somewhere. They're going to be raising theirs, well, in one of these 4 provinces, and then I guess they're probably going to make their way to Hellkeep, which would be unfortunate. On the positive side, we now have... Oh, we never actually... No, we went down this path. Okay. I was going to say, if we'd taken this, it would have meant that when they occupied our stuff, we wouldn't have lost control. However, we didn't take this. We went down this path, so... Yeah, I guess that's not going to be giving us anything. But... we do have hard rule, which means that we get siege progress against revolts. So when we start sieging their land, it's going to go very, very quickly. And we are, in theory, going to be able to revoke all of his land once we get to that point. So, let's raise our troops and wait for Dawnstar and Fulstrom to join us. And we also have a couple of barriers between our capital and them this time, which should hopefully help us out a little bit. They're not going to be able to walk directly to our capital. They have to siege something else first or take attrition. Either one is fine for us. Alright, so we have 2,200 coming down from there. We're happy to sit here. If they siege that side, it doesn't really bother us too much. Yeah, these guys... Oh, they're on boats. Interesting. You formed a new alliance. Okay. That's an internal alliance, right? Oh, no, you're well over there. Oh, you have 84 troops? Alright, I'm going to just throw it out here. I'm probably not that worried, given that you are losing a holy war and you have 84 troops. Okay, I think we'll probably be fine. Right. Let's continue chilling here for a second. I'm going to wait for these guys to get down here. There's no rush whatsoever. We will end up winning if we do nothing. So, let's just chill. The temptation is to charge directly in, and I'm going to kind of give in to that slightly and move up, if only to give these guys an idea of where I'm going. There we go. They should follow in soon enough. I'm going to siege this one. There we go. Who's leading? Our Marshal is. We could lead, but our Marshal is better. He's good as a winter soldier. Holy Warrior will also apply because we are the Nord Pantheon, and he is the Code of Malakath. So, it should be fine. Right. And here we go. Siege is going to take 5 months. Cool. And now we just sit. And we do a little bit of a siege war. Remember, the other thing is, if he wants to win through sieging, he effectively has to siege all of our land, and we have to siege all of his land, right? But he only has 4 provinces. If we get all of them, we win automatically. So, in a siege war, we're probably going to come out ahead. So, you know, we'll just chill. We're taken hostage. Okay. I don't know who you are. It's really not that big a problem for me. Okay, so they're heading down, I think, to the next one to siege? Or they're just hanging out? Alright, they put one on the province to make it siege quicker, and then they moved the other one here. Fair enough. I think we go for their capital next. There we go. Head in here. We'll just siege that down. Cool. Did we capture anyone? No, we still have our wife imprisoned, but that's okay. She can stay there. 6 months on the siege. Inspiration. A change in direction. A traveller claiming to be employed under my son and heir Heimskr is brought before me, carrying a message from the adventurer. Fear not, my great lord, for Heimskr is in good health. Ah, fantastic. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, Heimskr took a wrong turn somewhere and is now in Alessi. Where? Alright, well I don't know where you were aiming, but you're like really far away. Cool. His traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where he ended up. He has enough funds to make it to Skyrim as planned, but suggests that with some additional funding he can chase up on a local rumour and bring home a great artifact. Sorry. You started in Falkreath. You were aiming for Skyrim. Just as a point, Falkreath is in Skyrim. So you were already there, and you ended up in Morrowind. Not just like on the border, like well in. What happened? No, I'm not going to give you any extra money. Go and do what you were told to do. We're in a war. Your problems are not my problems. Right. Speed 5 if we're going to do sieging. Snow, charmed vassal. As I walk outside, I'm greeted by the sight of my vassal, Chiefess Grodnak, crouching beside my cat Snow, tenderly patting her head. Ah, wonderful. They like me. You want to convert? That's a spell book. That's not what I was looking for. 75% chance. I might take that. I'll take that. I've decided to follow you into the light and convert to the Nord Pantheon. Wonderful. Look at that. So you are now actually converted. You're going to like us more. And it means that I think the person who takes over your land is also going to be our religion as well then. Because it's a temple holding. I think it's passed on by that. It might be passed on by the religion of the holding, but I think it's by the religion of the holder. It might be by our religion as well, in which case it wouldn't have mattered, but anyway. To make Steward High Chiefess Urgralag more susceptible to my attempts at approaching her, I can include a compliment in my next missive to her court. I'll be sure to mention her. What are you? You're content, arbitrary, and impatient. Relentless courage, soaring ambition, forgiving nature, or short and professional. I don't see an obvious one here. I'm just going to choose short and professional. It doesn't really do anything if we choose that. Just a neutral option. Taking their capital, and we have also captured a prisoner. The prisoner was not worth anything in terms of war score, so we can actually ransom them back immediately for 10 gold. Cool. Hey, we're winning a battle. They decided to throw like a very small number of troops here. Must have been some mercenaries or something that they spawned in. Oh well. Duke Felix's friendship. While his numerous attempts to curry my favour have not gone unnoticed, I cannot help but feel irritated by Duke Felix's sudden interest in me. Who are you? Oh, okay. You're this guy on the border. I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. Sure, let's be friends. This seems fine. Formed a new alliance. Okay, with the Faerun tribe. Now they have 1,200. That's a serious amount. Okay. I received a missive from my adventurer, with words embellished so I can see him in the theatre of my mind. I've delved into a barrow, an ancient burial mound from the age of the dragon cult. Hundreds of long-perished warriors, stuff preserved and staked to the walls to stand upright, each with their own room. It was a palace for the damned, lost to time. Knowing my duty to seek knowledge for our realm, I considered stealing an artifact from the tomb when my guide was not watching to bring to you. You can probably imagine what I did next. So we can make our son a tomb robber as well as us. We get different faith opinion down and we get an urn. We get a sword. We can say you didn't disturb the dead. I think we say you didn't disturb the dead and I get the different faith opinion. That's kind of relevant right now. Because it's going to give us extra opinion with people like you. Can we convert you yet? Probably one more, one more opinion up and then we can convert you. Cool. Right, carrying on. I'm going to siege their last province. If they don't want to fight me, they don't want to fight me. That's entirely up to them. I'm quite happy to just win by sieging here. Inspiration realized. My lord, my son and heir Heimskr announced his arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. He proudly holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I return from Skyrim with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is the hide of a boar. Heimskr tells me how he felled the vicious animal, Well, I continue to admire the hide of what must have been a majestic animal. Okay, so we got the hide of the black boar of Frostmere, which is not a very impressive hide. And he becomes an adventurer, which at the very least gives him martial and prowess, which, you know, is not nothing. It's definitely not nothing. Look at that, he's got 1 martial now. He's incredible. Actually, he got 2 from being an adventurer, but... Wait. Oh yeah, he got 2 from being an adventurer, but he was already, like, in the negative, so he's now at 1. But yes. Okay, that's fine. It's pretty good. We have improved him, technically, so that's fine. Yeah, let's have a siege fight and win this war. I would prefer to win by battle, but, you know, if they're not going to fight me, I'm not going to walk all the way over there. Hey! Snow approaches me with yet another dead rat. I can do nothing. And as Snow approaches me with yet another dead rat, I can do nothing but praise her. The castle has never been this free of rodents before. We get rat-free, which gives us a huge health boost. Wonderful. We also get another one here. So I might take a man's home here. And then we're probably going to switch our lifestyle to stewardship, I would imagine, in a second. But we'll see. Right. So I'm going to enforce my demands. We imprison him. We're going to disband our troops. And then I'm going to go in here and we're going to start doing stuff to him. So first of all, I'm going to revoke his titles. I'm going to take Fulcrenth first of all. Wait, this is an act of tyranny? Even though I have a title revocation reason. Is that because of our crown authority? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Lieges are not considered tyrants for revoking titles or retracting vassals if they have a reason. Okay, so this is what we would need if we need it to not be tyranny. Okay. Level of fame needs to be illustrious because we've got might makes right for our laws. We're currently only next established. We're going into distinguished, which means we're a whole level of fame lower than we need to be. Okay. And it can also be unlocked with the right innovation. Plenary assemblies or royal prerogative. Let me go have a look. That's the wrong one. We want to have a look in here. So, it's not in our current level of things. Okay. Oh no, there we go. Plenary assemblies can do this. Okay. We're not in charge of our culture, so we can't choose this. So, yeah, we're well away from getting that. There's also a lot more tech than there is in the base game, I just noticed. Like, a lot more. Huh. Okay. Cool. Anyway, we'll close that one out. In which case, we're going to take an opinion hit if we take his titles. I would love to take his titles, though. Like, that would be great. How much of a hit is it? It's 40 opinion per vassal. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. So how are we going to deal with him? Well, we could kill him. At which point this person becomes my... yeah, he becomes my vassal and he has all the land, I think. Oh wait, no, you have a bunch of sons, don't you? So if I kill him, that's going to split out the land between the sons. Okay. So they're all going to get one piece of land, I think. So that's okay for us. These are all pressed, apart from this one. So what's this claim? Oh, that's up in Whiterun. Okay, we don't need to worry about that one. Okay. So, because these are all pressed claims, they will pass along to our children. Okay, so in theory, it would pass along to our player heir here. Okay, so then he would be able to get the titles. Although he doesn't have enough stewardship to hold them all, but, you know. He would be able to get the titles. Or he'd be able to press something that then his children could get a claim on the titles. Okay, well that makes sense to probably wait then. So killing him makes sense. However, if I kill him, it's going to make all the family members dislike us by 50 for 30 years. Well, that's a problem as well, because obviously all of them would then dislike us. Huh. Yeah. So that's going to lower it by 50. What's everyone's opinion of me right now? Because I need to take all the titles is the problem. So well, yeah, if taking one title won't really do it. I would have to take like all of them. So we're actually going to take 120 opinion hit. So our best thing is to kill him, but if we kill him, then everybody's unhappy. Is our best thing just to leave him in prison and hope that our level of fame goes up? I guess that's probably our best thing. Don't know. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes a level of sense. Also, wait, what was your vassal contract? No contribution. That should definitely be a contribution. I think that would be ideal. Now that would lose 40 opinion again. I think they've raised the tyranny hits in this mod. Maybe. Let's try to see what I could give him. That would make this work. So this is good for everyone. He gets lowered costs, I get lowered costs, and it lets us change it so he actually pays us money. And it's, oh, vassal contracts are only locked for 20 years. In the base game, they're locked for life. Okay. Well, I'm going to do that anyway. So now we're actually getting something from him. So that seems good. I think we just leave him in prison. Unfortunately, I feel like that's our best option. We leave him in prison and we hope he dies naturally. He is wounded, so he's not great, although he does have things that are countering the penalties. I can move him to the dungeon. That would make close family dislike me, though. I think we just leave him in prison. I don't think there's any other option for us here. Yeah, because if we let him go, he revolts. If we take his titles, everyone else revolts. If we kill him, his family get the titles and they revolt. So the only way we can avoid another revolt is to leave him in prison until we can get enough prestige to pass the Crown Authority change. Well, it's not prestige, it's fame, but, you know, prestige feeds into fame, which, you know, all interlinked. I think, unfortunately, that's our best move. We could try taking one bit of land if we were feeling a little bit greedy. Like, we could try just taking, like, one singular bit, and then we get the benefits from that land directly. Like, we could take Falkrenth, for instance, and then we would get all the benefits from having this holding, but it means we take a 40 opinion hit. What are our vassals' opinions of us? I'll do it via the other menu, because this is a slightly better one for seeing it. Vassal's opinion by opinion of you. So if we take a 40 hit, everybody down to here still has a positive opinion of us. You're the first with negative. So it means that everybody below here is then going to... Oh, is this... I only want direct vassals. There we go. So everyone down to here, positive opinion. Everyone below here gets a negative opinion. You already have a negative opinion. It kind of locks in you for a negative opinion. Although yours is never going to go positive due to not being on the council. It locks you in. You could have had a positive opinion, but I fired you from the council, so you're negative anyway. You will like us once offensive war... Well, you won't like us. You'll be close to liking us once offensive war burns off. You will like us once offensive war burns off, because short reign will also drop. Okay. I think we're fine taking one piece of land from him. It won't release him from prison, so it will reduce his overall strength without completely destroying everything else. I think this is fine. I think we want Falkrenth, because that's his best holding. Although Shriekwind gives more troops. Yeah. Shriekwind here does give more troops, is better built up, and Falkrenth, I bet, is only giving him more money because it's his capital. Yeah, realm capital +1. Yeah, so we want Shriekwind, because that gives a reasonable amount of tax, and it gives us the levies. Yeah, I think that's the one that we want. So I'm going to revoke Shriekwind. Let's take it. Cool, revoke. He's unhappy. He becomes our rival forever, which is fine. He gets a -80 opinion. We lose control in that province, which is also fine. But he stays in our prison. And it means if he gets released, he is less strong. So I think we're happy with that. Okay. And then if we feel like we've got the opinion sorted, we can obviously do more in the future to like take more land. Then we just take it off slowly. Now we have 100 control in Helgen, which means I can actually start increasing control here right away, which is good. We do have a negative 45 here, due to chafing control, minus 50. But, you know, we should be okay. I think we'll be okay after a little bit of time here. Nothing else that we need to do. Not endorsed by our high priest, so because you don't like me, do you give me a max amount of troops if you like me? It doesn't tell me what it is, but yes, you would. Okay, well, we'll work out what to do. Can I send you a gift? Yeah, but it won't get you into positive opinion. I'm actually going to start swaying him then. If he gives us things for him liking us, then that seems like a good idea. Okay, cool. Means that we're no longer swaying her. Do we take the 62%? I think we take it. We'll see what happens. If it either works or it doesn't work. You've converted. Cool. So she loses 10 opinion, but actually gains 38 opinion on the other side of it because she no longer hates us. So that works. Tyrant's going to burn off at 3 per year. Cool. This became invalidated. Oh, because... yeah, it's no longer there. So we'd actually need to change that to based on opinion for you. And then probably tax farming is fine. Yeah, this seems fine. And then that gets us a contribution. I need to make sure everybody's contributing as well. Because if they're not, then that's a bad thing. Oh yes, so we got our artifact. So I can stick that on the wall. Oh, that's from our son. Which means that we're firmly above 3 in terms of our court grandeur. Nice. Right, what's next? Next up, I had something in mind. Completely gone from my mind. Oh, I suppose we could look at this next. This is probably... Oh, no, I remember. Well, we'll do it while I remember. Vassals. I want to check that everyone's at least contributing or has had their vassal contract changed recently. So, like, you're not contributing anything. So let's see what you're on. So based on opinion. So because you hate me, you're contributing nothing. Well, there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, next up. You're contributing nothing. Based on devotion. So we'll do that. So that means you will at least give us something. Is there anything I could do? I could give you culturally protected. I cannot use promote culture in the vassal's land. Sure. I don't plan on doing that right now. So we'll do that for just now just to get a little bit of extra troops. And then I can't change your contract because you're not a vassal. Well, sorry, you're not a feudal vassal. Or a theocratic vassal, I guess. Okay, well this is all fine, mostly. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at our lifestyle here. So, we could stick with martial. Go down enduring hardships maybe, into prepared conscription and soldiers of lesser fortune. Absolute control into overseer. I mean, that's okay. It's not terrible. Let's get some control growth from overseer. Potentially we could switch to control growth here, so we get more control in all of our provinces and we basically make them good. We could switch into stewardship, which I was originally going to switch into to increase our amount that we're able to hold in terms of land, but we no longer need to do that. So, there's not a lot of purpose to going in here, except if we want to make money. Could go in here with the intention that we would increase our opinion gain from gifts, basically make people like us. We could get another alliance somewhere. It's an option. Go intrigue. Don't really think we need to do that. Learning. We're already kind of almost a scholar and we decided not to do it. Can't do magic. So, I don't know. I'm kind of happy here. Let's have a look at our control in different holdings. So yeah, we've got a couple of holdings with low control. This seems like a good point to take a small pivot over to authority focus, just to give us a little extra control growth per month, which is actually really good because there's also modifiers. Oh, well, actually there's no modifiers on this one. But occasionally there are modifiers which boost it up by percentage amounts. This one actually has a negative modifier as well. I'm trying to see if I can find... Actually, we have no positive modifiers, but there would be a positive modifier if we get down to Overseer, which would give us an extra 50%. So, yeah. It's still good though to get that extra 0.3 per month. It's just going to start pushing up ones. Like this is now going up by 0.4 instead of 0.1. So we've quadrupled the speed of that. And then Shriekwind has gone up from 1.1 to 1.3 to 1.6. So that's gone up a little bit as well. Cool. I'm happy with that. We have a little bit of money. We could potentially build with our money. We could also potentially give out a gift. We could also fix our wife situation. How are our factions looking? We have an independence faction by this guy. But that's it. More may join. But I think it's probably a good point for us to ditch our wife if we're going to ditch her. Which I kind of feel like we are. I don't know. She did murder our daughter, which is a pretty bad thing overall. Yeah. Could do that. I'm wondering whether we want more children. We have 2 grandchildren, so I don't think we need more children ourselves. So, kill the wife, look for a better alliance, or potentially better stats. Her stats are pretty bad. Yeah. I think that's where we're going to go with this one. So you're going to be executed. All close family members and spouses will lose opinion of me. So, I'll lose opinion of myself for beheading my wife? Okay, sure. So she's gone. She was executed. Her family are probably unhappy, I would imagine. So that's, it was Dawnstar, right? Yeah, so it was Dawnstar here. So you probably don't like that. Imprisoned family member, but not executed. Executed has actually lost no opinion. What's going on with your hair there? Anyway. You have a sibling who is currently married. Okay, cool. Let's find ourselves a wife. So we're looking for... Let's try alliance power first and see what we got. Protectorate of the Heartlands. Okay, yeah, that is quite a lot of land. Like, you're very powerful. I don't really need that one. I'm actually looking for somebody who is... let's say... an adult. That'll probably discount a bunch of people. Let's just do that to make sure it's sorted. So, the Viscountess Hilda of Harun. You are a little bit to the south of us. You have 800 troops. You're probably... we're probably not going to have a lot of children, if any, with you. This could be alright. And it would potentially put them in line to inherit that land. We could marry our steward, the orc. Well, there's actually a really good bit of logic here. Her stats aren't bad, right? We would also get a percentage of her stats in our stats, which would be good. It would give us an alliance internally, so it would mean that they wouldn't be able to join factions against us. Another good thing. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I think we're going to marry... yeah, we're going to marry her. And she's old enough that we're not going to have children as well, so we're not going to ruin our succession. I think I'm happy with this. We'll send that one through. Cool. We have now got that alliance. She won't help us in wars, but it helps us in that all of these people will not join... Like, all of this land here will not join against us in a war. Which sounds good. Right. Now that she's in that position as well... we are getting some stats from her, but could we potentially replace our steward? Oh, is she ineligible to be our steward? I thought it said that she was our steward previously. Huh, maybe she's ineligible now that she's our wife. Well, in which case we can get an improvement in our steward, because we can put in our court mage and shield thane, who has 15 stewardship. Yeah, that seems good. So that's a slight improvement. Good. Now we're not at war as well. I'm going to start increasing development in Hellkeep here. Because that is going to start getting that multiplier going up for that percentage multiplier going up in development for levies and taxes. So long term, this is going to give us an advantage, which seems good. Right, we're kind of setting ourselves up. Yashnag is stronger than us, yeah, but he's also imprisoned. So, like, is he? I think this is mostly fine. Cool. I think we might be ready to unpause, actually. I think we're good here. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Let's unpause. There's nothing we need to do immediately. I'm kind of happy to just let things settle for a moment. Oh, I guess we could build in Helgen. That's the other thing we can do. 300 to build. 150. Okay, so we have exactly enough. let's grab ourselves some hunting grounds. This is kind of a neutral one, it gives us tax, it gives us levies. Seems like a useful thing to just grab early rather than leaving it a while. Okay, cool. Factions created against me. Beachfolk Code of Malkath Populists. Okay, but the Independence faction is gone. Nice. Child of my dynasty. So Tield, the daughter of Lendman Rurik of Fulstrom, has given birth to a daughter. So this is my granddaughter. Okay, cool. No positive inherited traits. Seems fine to me. The Partition of Skyrim. After the death of High King Lugrolf, Skyrim was broken into two halves. The new hold supported the new Western Pretender, while the old holds threw their support behind the daughter of the last High King. Now, after years of uneasy peace and Cold War, the two claimants of the old throne of Isgramor met and marked the end of this conflict. High King Erich and High King Mulgrim recognized each other as High King of Western Skyrim and High King of Eastern Skyrim, respectively. Only time will tell if this peace will last, or if one side will try to one day claim the old High Kingdom for their own. A land divided, but a land at peace. So, to Western Skyrim go the following holds: Solitude, Morthal, Markarth, Whiterun, and Falkreath, so that's us. To Eastern Skyrim go Windhelm, Winterhold, Riften, Dawnstar, and Solstheim. Each half of Skyrim will now have its own de jure High Kingdom, claiming authority solely over the holds it has been attributed to. Should one half of Skyrim completely unite its region, it will be able to challenge the other half for the unity of the province, claiming the mantle of the High Kingdom of Skyrim. If they should they succeed. So, I'm just getting it. So, have a de jure High Kingdom. That's fine. Should one half completely unite its region, you'll be able to challenge the other half. So, we do not immediately become under this guy, right? We could swear fealty to him, but he has to get all of this if he wants to say that he owns Skyrim. While they would have to get all of that if they want to say they own Skyrim. So what we want to do, I guess, in the end, is we want to take all of this, get ourselves having Western Skyrim, which will then allow us to press our claim on Eastern Skyrim. So I guess what our next goal is it's to try and eat up all of these bits along the edge here. This would seem like the most sensible path forward, because if we can do that, we're picking up a lot of the weak ones, and then that leaves us with effectively just Whiterun and Western Skyrim to deal with after that. Whiterun, by the way, coming into this looking by far the strongest of the group here. Like, Western Skyrim might be the High King, but Whiterun are quite clearly the strongest nation in the area. Cool. Also, I noticed in here you've got a trait. Oh, that's just a follower of Debella. Okay, cool. I was just like, oh, I don't know what that trait is. Like, I don't know what this... That's Kinslayer. It's just got a different picture. Okay. But yeah, it's that kind of thing that I'm looking at going, oh, okay, cool. So, I think we have a plan for a way forward. We have defeated our revolt. Unfortunately, he's just going to have to stay in prison. There's nothing that we can really do about him right now. But, overall, I think I'm happy with our progress. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to end the episode here, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.